but they didn't talk to me about changing the name. I like the big style, the six-man better than a substitute of the year.
They always tend to remind you, Coach, they'll call you. You don't need to call them.
I thought they just lost by number. I don't know. I have to check. Good individual defense by Money Williams, who just came in the game. Probably the most talented player in the league.
Hartmann went under control is good. He went about 75 feet as hard as he could. Took his foot off the gas, crossed over, and a great finish at the rim. What a shot!
Isaiah Griffin through the paint. Can't get it to go, and Williams there, lucky on the miss for Eastern. Eastern all out of position, and they'll reset here. Sebastian Hartmann through the zone. Had a good angle.
Great take.
Williams on skates. Marquardt, no. Good tip by Cook. Now to Hartmann. What a sequence.
That's just good hustle. Just got downhill, quick step back over the longer Thomas, who's defending him, able to knock it down.
A 15-point lead for third place Idaho State. Eastern looks tired. They look sluggish. And Idaho State looks like they want to make the NCAA tournament. Hartmann, 5 to shoot. Got it on the move.
Good take.
Cats finds Burris, rejected by Mason Williams. His first good play of this night.
Yeah, a good straight up defense. Marquardt kind of got that with 2, just playing straight up so Williams can come from behind and block it.
Weber State has missed 8 of their last 9 shots, and yet they're still in the lead as Sebastian Hartmann gets it.
And that's what they have.
Need more from him. How do they get him going schematically?
Well, McLean and Williams just have to get going. I mean, it's one of those things where you have to good steal by Hartmann, a good clear out by the guards.
That agility.
Yeah, just a good move by the big fella.
McLean hesitated and finds Williams. McLean this time for Hartmann. Big 3. Finally got his 3rd of the game.
And you can't leave him open, and good pick and roll by Weber State last possession.
Nick McLean has had a lot of responsibility tonight with Andrew Cook out injured. Marquardt on cue. McLean trapped to Hartmann. What a pass!
Yeah, Weber State just got lost on that help.
This is the second of his free throws. Williams going on really. Now Dinker helps out. Corner shot for Hartmann. Got it. A first missed three-point shot of this game. That was done with a flair for the dramatics there, Jaron, really. Nice drive and a good finish by Mason Williams will start with the basketball. Playing out of the point guard slot for Eastern Washington, cutting across Sam Hartmann, and he will enter into the double digits. There's Andrew Cook. Outside to Williams. Bears defense has been an underrated aspect of this game. Here's Williams. Well, and as I said that,
has not been able to score this second half.
Tried to go for the cut, bounced off the knee of Emmett Marquardt. Now here come the Eagles. Corner, Sebastian Hartmann back into the game. Tries and goes through traffic off window and in. Just some huge run as Jack Payne continues his nice game with a little reverse layup. Each team's biggest run in this game is only 7-0.
Yep.
It's not like one team has had this unstoppable stretch as Sebastian Hartmann knocks down a
Or in the Big Sky, he is so dynamic. Williams going to work, whiffed it, but Hartmann there to collect. It's been a great first half, very evenly fought, good shooting on both sides. Winkle, Hartmann for three. Got it. How about the Big Sky standings? Only a half game above the basement because they have blown games like this in the last 5 minutes. Can they close it out this time? Hartmann for three.
And that's on the year of being a head coach.
Sam Stockton into the paint with the left. And left it short. Marquardt, the O-board, outside. A good look here for Hartmann. Straight away from three.
Mason Williams now down the low to Marquardt. Has his shot blocked by Evan Ott, and he tipped the loose basketball. Came back to Hartmann, and Sebastian, first year at Wofford. Down to 5 to shoot. Here comes Connor Hollenbeck. Ball tipped away, and it's going to come to Sebastian Hartmann with a one-hand hammer. Live ball. Bingle offense is pretty efficient.
Yeah, when you can get Connor involved, that's a good thing. As we said, he's shooting 48% from three-point range in Big Sky play.
That's his 8th point of the half and 11th of the night. As Idaho State on a 13-8 run, or 13-8 run to start this second half. Built the lead to 8. There is Hartmann, Sebastian Hartmann.
One of the multiple things they do so well. McLean can't get it down. Eastern 0 for 3 from outside to begin this game.
Yeah, but 3 good looks. They're going to need to stay aggressive and take the open shots.
Powell thought about it. Hartmann, baseline drive, got it. And Eastern is on the board.
Contact through play, but a quick over the left shoulder jump hook. And the first one to score in the second half for Northern Colorado.
Emmett Marquardt, great give to Hartmann. How about the Hawthorne driving, gave it up. Wisney short, and he was quadruple teamed. Eastern collapsed right in on him.
Yeah, good rotation there for Eastern Washington.
Hartmann turns that into points. Really good.
Not a lot of free throws, but you got to make the ones you get.
Northern Colorado now 5 for 7. Eastern 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Hartmann, what a move!
Percent from three-point line. Got a wide open shot and knocked it down to start the game. Eastern Washington starting a little big. They don't usually have this lineup, so maybe they're just worried about NAU's bigs and their size.
Taking a look at the starting 5 for Eastern Washington as Hartmann banks it in. Looking for something to open. Fort's going to take his chances from the baseline off the mark into the hands of Marquardt. Corner 3. Got it. It's Sebastian.
Campusano making them pay, moving without the ball, getting an easy layup. Defender just turn their head, and Campusano making them pay.
So Tao with a great find as Campusano now with 13 points. We talked about it, that Campusano coming on here as Big Sky plays start. And so Tao, 4 points in this one, averages 13.6 points per game. A feed down low to Hartmann.
Outside, Agbonkpolo's shot is off the mark, rebounded by McLean.
That's a good look for the Cats, though. That's an open three-pointer from Agbonkpolo, who's very capable of hitting those threes. Just couldn't capitalize.
Nice passing on the outside here, trying to get something inside. Settle for a long three, and they'll hit a long three. Hartmann.
The Cats move, so.
See if Eastern can keep up this pace. The last game, just 6 players scored. Only 9, I believe, played.
Ball movement's been fantastic for Eastern. Coming out the gate, everyone's catching it, ready to shoot or pass or dribble.
Great extra pass there. Wow. And rattles in. Second personal foul on Leclerc is pretty clear there. Mismatch here. Garaki, though.
Wow.
Nice move. It was Walker stuffs it home, and he better be careful. He might get a technical because he hangs on the rim.
Yeah, the shot clock's still shaking over there.
Hartmann open three, and that one goes. Snaps a almost. Mullins, third free throw of the night, 8 points. A huge three-pointer to kind of spark that run earlier in this half as well. Just over a minute to go.
Wow.
Nice runner there through.
Is the alley-oop. And that's the threat that's always happening in the ball screen action is you have to worry about Julius Mims getting those alley-oop opportunities. And Chris Gonzalez, Cole Mitchell, the guards for Idaho have done such a good job of taking advantage of that.
The lead 13. Idaho's trying to cement double digits going to halftime. Hartmann, great step through and lay in for two. Size that up.
Things are going to open up for the Vandals.
Mitchell, three, right side. Well, Hartmann the board for Eastern Washington. The other way, Nick McLean with the ball. Hartmann a three.
Yeah, and a really good possession there from, but not a lot of times your glue guy can be one of your top scorers in the last 3 games, averaging 18 points.
No, leads by 6, nearing 4 minutes to play in the the second half. Williams down the baseline. Bounces, finds Hartmann for two. Great look from Williams to Hartmann.
Player from the Utah Jazz who teamed up with Karl Malone for more assists and buckets than
threat, but drives, mid-range pull-up, off the iron. What a tip in there by Hartmann.
Rolls it in for two. Stockton does not shoot a lot, you'll see that, but the game just moves fluidly with him in there.
Yeah, he moves the ball. He's also, when he does attack, they're good shots, and he's looking to score a little bit more the last couple games.
McLean. Great move to Hartmann. He's back into the lead.
Yeah, great take by Williams. A good read off the ball screen. His man fell down on the screen. He was able to get all the way to the cup.
Already our third lead change of tonight's game. Here's McLean. Still hasn't scored yet. He'll pass it off here. Hartmann will get some points with a three.
Both possessions really forcing them to make a turnover and make a tough shot.
Powell. Powell guarded by Doman. Doman pokes it away. Recovered by Hartmann. As Hartmann gets the reverse. Hawkins off the mark. The loose ball falling into the hands of Stockton. An awkward shot, but...
And we'll see if Eastern keeps going inside. They have the height advantage.
A loose ball. Eastern maintains possession. Cook kicks it out. Hartmann, three.
Look to him to get going a little bit more.
TJ Doman with his first points of the game. So the two leading scorers for the Mountaineers now both have points on the board. Cook. Turnaround, nice feed, reverse goes.
Continues to get better every game for Eastern Oregon.
Marquardt from the corner, but there with the Bodley. Cook with the rebound. Stretched up, Williams will reset. Into the inside, kick out. Hartmann, three, got it.
For Eastern against Christian Baloff for the Oaklanders. Marquardt controls. Hartmann has it. And we're off and running this afternoon from Cheney. This Eastern offense is only scoring 72 points a game this year. That's the second fewest in the Big Sky Conference. They need to put up at least 100 burger today because the rest of the D1 teams did.
Yeah, you got right away, it's a 1-3-1 zone.
Hartmann gets it for 2.
Yeah, big
3, you bet. It's a tie game, and Lincoln is just going to go after the threes, Mark.
Oh, I mean, 2 tough baskets by Ross there.
Marquardt, Hartmann up and under.
Yeah, good job of travel, but Eastern Washington is fortunate. Ross didn't make another 3 for 3 to start his game.
Williams, so good to have him back after his back injury. Mark, is he at 100%?
I'm not sure. He's looking good. He's cutting good.
Hartmann, speaking of cutting for 2.
Yeah, that's
well on the way to 100 for Eastern already. Another turnover. Cook has Hartmann. He's got him on the oop.
I thought
turnover. Here they come. It's Bala. McKessie missed it.
That's one you want back right there.
Stockton, always looking to pass him.
Yeah, he needs to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. He does a good job looking for his teammates, but if you keep looking to pass, they're just going to play you that way.
What a give to Hartmann through the lane.
Yeah, good give.
What a great name, by the way, Knowledge Rubin.
I think he lost his footing and just shot the ball there.
Cook.
Not sure that was expected on his part.
Marquardt. Spinning to Hartmann, nearly gave it up. And they'll reset.
And this, if you're Marquardt, you got to post up and demand the ball here.
Williams through traffic. 3. Hartmann got it.
Yeah, Hartmann
hitting a layup in the lane, so 61-44 is the score. As that's a missed attempt down the lane by Lincoln. Here comes Andrew Cook to Hartmann and converts. Eastern a chance to go up by 20 on this possession or more. Hartmann, and they will.
Yeah, able to finish. Back-to-back buckets for him.
Kalijaye, no, off the 3. Electric first half. He did not ever get it dialed in the second.
He started off well with that 3.
Hartmann up and under.
Marquardt. Hartmann, good ball movement, but he can't finish. Offensive rebound. Marquardt still chasing it. Gets it again. So with the new shot clock, Hartmann tees it up and knocks it in.
They couldn't make 2. Listen to that 6'4", 205. Man, he's strong. Oh, nice play.
And Hartmann scores on the.
And there's Eaglestaff again, their leading scorer. We talked about, very important player for them.
McLean missed that one, chased down by Thomas. Eagles working the perimeter here. An electric start to this game on offense. Hartmann connects on a 3. Eastern 4 for.
A little bit quicker, got caught with the travel. But again, he's being aggressive. That's what we want him to do if you're North Dakota. Eaglestaff, be aggressive, get downhill.
McLean. Hartmann gets all the way to the rim, and that is our 10th
position and just not where they need to be. I mean, it's one of those things where they look like they're getting a little tired here and a little bit out of sync, and you can't have that when you're only down 5.
North Dakota now by 7. Hartmann for 3. Needed that one.
That's just a great.
Woodson all the way. Big rebound by McLean. He'll run. Powell to the corner. Hartmann, another three.
And I really like what Powell did there. He could have shot the ball, but just too easy for Kluivich to get all the way down low. Marquardt's going to have to body him up earlier, not give him as much space.
What a pass to Hartmann.
Yeah, a great
game. Junior from Atlanta, and it's 11-6 Utah.
Asar is the fourth leading scorer and the third leading rebounder of this team, really the third leading scorer. They list Lawson Lovering as the second leading scorer, as he had 12 points in his first game, but he's only had one game.
Backdoor cut, beauty. Great.
Right at, he's had a pretty handy first half here, has Asar.
6-point lead for the running Utes. Final minute of the opening half. It's been entertaining.
For a credit union as A.J. Braun gets the bucket for CBU. We're just about a minute into this one now. The Lancers have the early lead.
Great job pounding it inside right there to A.J.
Eastern Washington comes in at 1-4 on the season. 3 is on the way, and it's up and good for 7. And
Great
Elijah
pass.
Thomas. Stevenson for 3. Side of the iron, no good. Rebound, Marquardt. Stockton brings the floor, and if that name rings a bell, yes. The son of John Stockton. Cutting back door and lays it in. Williams on the other end. Oh, nice little move to his left. No good. 35-22. McLean with 11 points.
McLean's keeping them in this thing, Pep. Here he goes again.
The drive and the kick out to Hartmann for 3, and that one is good.
Is that right hand?
37-25, 2 more for Dominique Daniels Jr.
Great job by Musa, Pep. You said it. It's going to be hard to take Musa off the floor. It really is.
Powell defended by Williams. Over to McLean.
See, Kendall's on him again. See if Eastern can take advantage.
Hartmann hit a 3 moments ago, and
they really did.
3.
They really did.
Out and knocks down the 3 in a great opening possession for the Cougs.
You want to talk about a great guard. He's got his ball in his hands right now. That's Andrew Cook. We'll keep an eye on him all night. This is a guy coming in shooting 66% from the field. This time a high pass is able to be handled by Tyler Powell. Eags got to go here. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. That's Hartmann, a contested 3, and he knocks it. Shots coming from the outside. Eastern Washington with the basketball here as we pick it up in a 6-6 ball game. Cook underneath. That's Hartmann. Reverse layup is good. Okafor. Now Cedric Coward. Triple. That one's no good. Feels like the first time in forever the Cougs have missed a 3. Powell trying to go the other way. Drops it off McLean. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And this Eastern Washington showdown between the Cougars and Eagles. Bounce pass. Hartmann. 3. Needed that one. Get down to that basketball on the hardwood. Eastern Washington still trailing by 18 here in the 19, I should say, here in the final minutes of the first half, but did show that they can put some baskets together. Hartmann. Started by Case, why not? Ooh, nice hook and able to finish. Sebastian Hartmann with the...
If you're a Cougar, it's an easy assist. You just got to find Eric Strupp. Anytime he's on the three-point line and open, he's going to knock it down and has had an unbelievable night from the three-point line so far.
6 for 8 from there, and that's going to be a goaltend.
It's been working for Eastern in the early going. Cook, mid-range, little short. Great rebound from Hartmann and a second chance.
Yeah, great job by Hartmann being aware of the rebound and getting his head around.
Corner, Hartmann, ring it up.
That's a big shot.
Speaking of forcing it, they gave it up again. This is getting hard to watch. That was number 10 for Eastern, and that was number 11 for Cal Poly. Hartmann gets the 2.
And that was good. Yeah. And it's tough, right? Because if you're Eastern Washington, you're playing when you can.
Jacked that one up. Here comes McLean. He's been the engine in the second half as Hartmann's got it for 2 in transition.
And facing Eastern Washington, looking for their second win in a row. And a turnover on the first Mizzou possession. There's Cook with the steal. Cook leads the way for a revamped roster. Of course, Eastern Washington Big Sky regular season champions a year ago, but their head coach went to Washington State, took 4 of the top 5 scorers from a year ago with him, and the 5th guy graduated.
And 15 new guys on the roster, only 2 kids played over 20 minutes and won a Division I game. So this is
right. They've been able to replenish their shooting. I know that with all the different transfers that have come, and we got a bunch of new players on the team, we still have the ability to shoot that ball.
Mason Williams, the rebound for Eastern Washington. He'll bring it across now. And you might, if you're an Eastern fan, be looking at this court right now going, who are these guys? Well, they have double-digit new faces on the team this year with Coach Riley heading down to Washington State. We will introduce you to all of them as the night goes on. There's a familiar face. It's Sebastian Hartmann.
That was a great insight.
Just in off the bench for Eastern, that was Sam Stockton running the point as he brought it across the timeline. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, as Winkle feeds it off to Hartmann and gets it. Yes, running the team.
Yeah, he's an athletic big. I'll tell you what, he can handle the ball. He finishes it around the rim. They got to come up with a scheme to guard him.
Hartmann, the jump for 3.
Greg.
He really made that look extraordinarily easy.
He sure did. If only we could move like that.
Yeah. Cook is looking like a veteran Eagle out there. Welcome to Division I, young man. Hartmann, you bet.
An immediate impact.
McLean's still looking for points out there for Eastern Washington after 16 against Colorado. Winkle letting that clock run down. 5 to shoot. Hartmann, one hand, up and he's got it.
Yeah.
They took 2 seconds off the shot clock, back to 26.
Okay.
Now down to 20, okay. So it was a shot clock issue.
We're back in business.
And the Eagles are up. Hartmann, 2. 8-point game. 5-minute mark to go here in this home opener, as Nick McLean, who scored 16 against Colorado, is scoreless tonight with 4 fouls now. That's why he's on the bench.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for him. Hopefully he can reassess and come back in.
Hartmann wide open, streaking from the court.
Bigger. Well, one thing about the Buffaloes this season, Scott, and Tad Boyle will always hang his head on defensive rebounding. The length of the Buffaloes is something he hasn't had a long time. Nice pass, backdoor cut. Eagle.
That was an excellent ball movement on that possession by the Eagles.
Another turnover, and Hartmann to the rim uncontested for the dunk.
Back-to-back possessions.
Buffs looking for another stop. Hartmann squares up against Dak. Williams on the right side. Drives by Dak. Off the window, and it's up and good by